NASA have been at the center of a number of mysteries. There are many people that believe the space agency has discovered objects and artifacts on other planets, and that the general public are not being told about this. NASA have said, however, this isn't true, and what people are seeing is nothing more than natural phenomena or everyday objects. For example, when people see moon anomalies, NASA have explained these as being simply rocks. Pareidolia is when our mind plays tricks on us, and NASA officials have said this can be applied to the majority of things we're seeing. However, there are some that don't believe this. These photographs are making the rounds online again, and although they're not new images, people can't seem to wrap their heads around what's inside the photo. Interestingly, this photograph hasn't been tampered with, and can be found on the official NASA website. It has a description which states the following: the Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite scientists review early results from the Centaur and spacecraft impacts. Nothing else was released about the photo, but NASA does give more information about the project on their websites, stating the following: NASA's Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite was launched with the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter to determine if water ice exists in a shadow crater at the Moon's south pole. As planned, NASA's Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite and its Centaur stage impacted the Moon on October 9, 2009. The twin impacts exposed a plume of material that might not have seen direct sunlight for billions of years. They found evidence that lunar soil in shadowy craters is rich in useful materials, and that the Moon is chemically active and has a water cycle. Scientists also confirmed the water was in the form of mostly pure ice crystals in some places. Although the mission is interesting, amateur researchers have said that it's strange how these documents were left out, and that it seems as though there's a building in one of them. Some people are of the opinion that in the distant past there was an ancient civilization that once inhabited the Red Planet. The evidence they have for this is various photographs that allegedly show a variety of artifacts and anomalies. According to these researchers, these range from giant stone buildings to creatures such as crabs and rats, and even seeing skeletal remains. However, Anthony Calapreti, the man who's leaning on the photo, did come forward with an explanation. He said the following: first off, the image isn't staged. It was taken during the final descent of the Centaur stage to the Moon. Kim and I are in the Science Operations Center for NASA's Lunar Crater Observation and Sensing Satellite. What Kim and I are looking at are displays of our instrument data, cameras and spectrometers. Several of the camera feeds we streamed real-time to the web during the mission. The image of interest is a simulation of the Moon's surface generated from a digital evaluation model and illumination models. It was made prior to the impact of the Centaur with the same lighting conditions as those at the day and time of impact. We knew where we wanted to impact, based on our expectation of the most likely location of hydrogen and water, but there was some uncertainty as to exactly where it would actually impact. We had a number of observations on the ground trying to look for the impact, and we wanted to be able to tell the observatories if they needed to adjust their pointing based on the actual impact location. To do this, we placed a grid on the image and provided the same grid to those observatories. So no, it's not a base, but rather just a reference grid. Although some don't believe this, the majority believe this was one that NASA was able to explain. So what do you make of this? Be sure to let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and help us by growing this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.